Electrical wiring in a barn requires careful planning and execution to ensure safety and functionality. Firstly, all electrical wiring should be run in conduit to protect it from physical damage and moisture. Secondly, circuits should be protected by circuit breakers or fuses to prevent overloads and short circuits. Ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs, should be installed in all outlets and circuits near water sources such as wash stalls to protect against electrical shock. Dedicated circuits should be used for high-power equipment such as ventilation fans, heaters, and grain mills to prevent overloading general-purpose circuits. Adequate receptacles or outlets should be installed throughout the barn to accommodate equipment, lighting, and grooming tools. Sufficient lighting should be provided for safety and visibility, especially in stalls and work areas. Ensuring adequate ventilation is important to remove moisture and prevent condensation, which can damage electrical equipment and create a fire hazard. Install smoke detectors and fire extinguishers throughout the barn to provide early warning and suppression of fires. Access to an adequate water supply is essential for cleaning and animal care. Consider installing a manure handling system to maintain a clean and healthy environment. Ventilation fans are important to regulate temperature and air quality in the barn. Heating systems should be provided for cold climates to maintain animal comfort. If necessary, install a grain mill for grinding feed. Consider automatic waters to ensure that the horses have access to clean water at all times. Install motion detectors and surveillance cameras for added security. It is important to determine the electrical load requirements for all equipment and appliances to ensure proper sizing of the electrical service. Adhere to all applicable local building codes and electrical regulations. Finally, hire a qualified electrician for proper installation and safety compliance. When running electrical wiring in a barn, several factors need careful consideration to ensure a safe and functional environment for both animals and humans. The National Electrical Code (NEC) provides guidelines that should be followed, along with any local codes and regulations. Conduit provides physical protection to the wiring from damage caused by rodents, livestock, or environmental factors. Metal conduit, such as rigid metal conduit or electrical metallic tubing is commonly used in agricultural buildings due to its durability and ability to ground the electrical system. Non-metallic conduit, such as PVC, can also be used, but it is important to ensure it is suitable for the intended environment and is properly supported. Circuit breakers or fuses protect the electrical system from overloads and short circuits. The size of the circuit breaker or fuse should be appropriate for the size of the wiring and the load it is intended to carry. GFCIs are essential in wet or damp locations such as wash stalls or areas where animals are watered. They detect ground faults and quickly interrupt the circuit, reducing the risk of electric shock. Install GFCIs in all outlets and circuits that serve these areas. Dedicated circuits are recommended for high-power equipment to prevent overloading general-purpose circuits. This includes equipment such as heaters, ventilation fans, and grain mills. Each dedicated circuit should be sized appropriately for the equipment it serves. Sufficient lighting is crucial for safety and visibility in the barn, especially in stalls, work areas, and storage areas. Consider using energy-efficient LED lighting to reduce energy consumption and provide long-lasting illumination. Ensure that all lighting fixtures are suitable for the environment, such as vapor-tight fixtures in damp locations. Proper ventilation is important to remove moisture, heat, and airborne contaminants from the barn. Ventilation fans should be installed to provide adequate airflow and prevent the buildup of condensation, which can damage electrical equipment and promote the growth of mold and mildew. Fire safety is a top priority in any agricultural building. Install smoke detectors in strategic locations throughout the barn to provide early warning of a fire. Keep fire extinguishers readily accessible and ensure that they are properly maintained. An adequate water supply is essential for cleaning, animal care, and fire suppression. Ensure that there is a reliable water source available and that hoses and nozzles are readily accessible. Consider installing a manure handling system to maintain a clean and healthy environment. This may include gutters, downspouts, and storage facilities for collecting and disposing of manure. Choose electrical equipment and appliances that are designed for agricultural use and are suitable for the environment in which they will be used. This includes heaters, ventilation fans, grain mills, and automatic waterers. Security systems can help protect against theft and vandalism. Consider installing motion detectors, surveillance cameras, and alarms to deter intruders. It is essential to calculate the electrical load requirements for all equipment and appliances to ensure that the electrical service is properly sized. This includes determining the total amperage required and selecting the appropriate size of service entrance conductors, circuit breakers, and transformers. Adhere to all applicable local building codes and electrical regulations. These codes may vary depending on the location and may include requirements for wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Hire a qualified electrician to perform the electrical installation. A licensed electrician has the knowledge and experience to ensure that the work is done safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. Grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety in barns. A properly grounded electrical system provides a path for fault current to return to the source, tripping a circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Grounding electrodes, such as ground rods or ground plates, should be installed and connected to the electrical system. All metal enclosures, such as conduit, junction boxes, and equipment housings, should be bonded together and connected to the grounding system. Surge protection is recommended to protect sensitive electronic equipment from voltage surges caused by lightning or other electrical disturbances. Surge protective devices, SPDs, should be installed at the service entrance and at individual equipment locations. Wiring methods should be selected based on the environment in which the wiring will be installed. In wet or damp locations, use wiring methods that are approved for wet locations, such as type UF cable or conduit with weatherproof fittings. In areas where the wiring is subject to physical damage, use wiring methods that are protected by conduit or other means. Electrical panels should be located in a dry, accessible location and should be protected from physical damage. The panels should be properly labeled to identify the circuits and the equipment they serve. All electrical work should be inspected by a qualified electrical inspector to ensure that it complies with applicable codes and regulations. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure the continued safe and reliable operation of the electrical system. Inspect wiring, connections, and equipment regularly for signs of damage or deterioration. Repair or replace any damaged components promptly. Keep the electrical system clean and free of dust, dirt, and debris. Proper labeling of circuits and equipment is essential for safety and troubleshooting. Label all circuit breakers, switches, and outlets to identify the equipment they serve. Use clear and durable labels that will withstand the environment. Provide training to employees and family members on electrical safety practices. This should include instructions on how to operate electrical equipment safely, how to recognize and respond to electrical hazards, and how to use fire extinguishers. In addition to the specific requirements mentioned above, there are some general considerations that should be taken into account when planning the electrical system for a barn. Consider the future needs of the barn when planning the electrical system. It is often more cost-effective to install additional capacity and wiring during the initial installation than to add it later. Plan the layout of the electrical system to minimize the length of wiring runs and to avoid obstructions. This will reduce the cost of the installation and improve the efficiency of the electrical system. Use high-quality materials and components to ensure the reliability and longevity of the electrical system. This may cost more upfront, but it will save money in the long run by reducing the need for repairs and replacements. Document the electrical system with accurate wiring diagrams and pile schedules. This will make it easier to troubleshoot problems and to make future modifications to the system. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that the electrical system in your barn is safe, reliable, and functional. Always consult with a qualified electrician for assistance with any electrical work. For horse barns specifically, consider the following additional points. Horses can be sensitive to stray voltage, which can cause them to exhibit unusual behavior or even become injured. Ensure that the electrical system is properly grounded to minimize the risk of stray voltage. Install lighting that is appropriate for horses. Avoid using fluorescent lighting, which can flicker and cause horses to become agitated. Use incandescent or LED lighting that provides a more natural light. Protect wiring from being chewed on by horses. Use conduit or other protective measures to prevent horses from accessing the wiring. Provide adequate ventilation to prevent the buildup of ammonia, which can be harmful to horses' respiratory systems. Install ventilation fans to provide adequate airflow and remove ammonia. Keep electrical equipment and wiring out of reach of horses. Mount outlets and switches high enough that horses cannot reach them. Use covers to protect outlets and switches from being damaged by horses. Regularly inspect the electrical system for signs of damage or wear. Repair or replace any damaged components promptly. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that the electrical system in your horse barn is safe, reliable, and functional for both horses and humans. Remember that NEC Article 547 covers agricultural buildings and their specific electrical requirements. Always consult with a qualified electrician who is familiar with agricultural electrical systems for assistance with any electrical work. Also, electrical load calculations are vital to properly size the service. An electrical load calculation involves adding up all the anticipated electrical demands of the barn, including lighting, heating, ventilation, water heating, and any other equipment that will be used. The calculation will determine the total amperage required, which will then be used to size the service entrance conductors, overcurrent protection devices, and transformers. The NEC provides guidelines for calculating electrical loads in agricultural buildings. These guidelines take into account the diversity of loads and the intermittent nature of some loads. A qualified electrician can perform the load calculation and ensure that the electrical service is properly sized for the barn's needs. Remember that undersizing the electrical service can lead to overloaded circuits, nuisance tripping of circuit breakers, and even fires. Oversizing the electrical service can result in unnecessary expense and inefficiency. Therefore, it is important to perform an accurate load calculation and select the appropriate size of electrical service. And don't forget that local codes vary, so find out what they are.